Hello, friends. Welcome to Level Up with Debbie Neal. I am your host. There is nowhere I would rather be than right here, right now with you. This podcast is all about leveling up in all aspects of our lives. Thank you for being here. I am so grateful. I'm excited to be on this journey with you. Together, we are leveling up. You ready? Hello, my Level Up family. You guys, I am so excited to be here with all of you today. I do want to take a moment. I have been doing a lot of podcasts, and I did one recently with my daughter. It was very faith-based, but also like my journey to Jesus, her journey to Jesus, and also how it really has helped us level up in life. And I want to thank all of you. I get so much feedback for these podcasts. And I really appreciate it. A lot of times the feedback is, oh, you've probably heard this before. I can't tell you how much I appreciate it because doing this podcast is a labor of love. And so all of your love means so much, but the emotional responses and feedback that we got from that episode literally is warming both of our hearts. If you have not listened to it, it's actually titled The Most Vulnerable I've Ever Been on This Podcast with my daughter, Brooke Neal. And you will learn some things about me that you definitely do not know. And the greatest thing about that is like the more I'm doing this, the more you're listening, the more I'm learning about myself and really how I'm able to intertwine everything because it really is all so intertwined. Okay, so today what we're going to be talking about is that the next level of you requires 4 things. Now, we all know that the next level of you, us, requires way more than 4 things, but we're going to focus on these 4 things today, okay? And what those 4 things are: unshakable confidence. Unshakable. So when we think about unshakable confidence, we're not talking about arrogance, right? We're talking about confidence in who you are, what you're representing, where you're going, okay? Unshakable faith, this deep knowing of knowing exactly where you're going. Extraordinary effort. My friends, we're living in a world today where people are like tiptoeing through the tulips. If it works, if it's meant to be, I'll just eat. No. If you want something bad enough, you need to apply extraordinary effort. And then the 4th thing is the bulletproof mindset. Bulletproof, not like, oh, today I read a book. Today I did some affirmations. Today I'm emotionally feeling good. It's not about that. Bulletproof mindset. Okay. And it's something that you have to build every single day. So I want to paint the possibility of what you have the potential to create in the next 3 months. Now, I'm talking about year end. This podcast is dropping in October, but you could be listening to it anytime because I believe it really takes 3 months of transforming your mind and your soul and your vision, and you can change so much. You hear about all the time, 90-day cycles, 90-day cycles, okay? So first thing, I'm a network marketing professional. You may not be, but in anything that's even relatable to that, I want you to treat every single day like it's the last day of the month. It's amazing to me, and you're going to see it as your business expands, how much business is done on the last day. It's like, did everybody just wake up, plug in their coffee, like, oh, I think I'll achieve my goals today because I only had 29 or 30 other days, and I waited till the last minute, right? So when you and if you look at like what you did on the last day, are you capable to probably work at that speed and that pace and that energy every day? No, I get it, but if you worked with that urgency, that passion, that no matter what mindset, right? And it's all going into the confidence, the faith, the effort, the mindset. Okay. Pack your calendar. I am in a business that my business grows when I get my business and my products in front of people. My business does not grow when I'm sitting home scrolling on Instagram. My business does not grow when I'm home wondering why other people are crushing it and I may not be in that moment. That's not how your business grows. Your business grows with activity, and leaders create activity. That's what they do all the time. We are network marketers. And so I lead with the business. Other people are like, oh, I lead with the product. I don't. My products are amazing. I love them. I believe to the core of my being that there's nothing better out there, but I lead with the business. And so if I were to talk to you about the business and you're like, I don't know, or not now, or it's not for me, great. What can we get you started with? Because you are going to love these products. And then they might be loving the products and I'm building a relationship with them. And then all of a sudden, maybe their why changes, or maybe all of a sudden they see evidence of what's possible. But I'm always going to ask them to be a customer, but I lead with the business first. And that's actually a really big question that a lot of you guys ask me. What do you lead with first? Does it depend on the circumstance? No, No, I lead with the business all the time. Okay. So one of the things that I teach in my business is tell the story to at least 40 people a month. So that could be a one-on-one. It could be a group presentation. It's a conversation. It's not like, oh, I commented on this person's Instagram. No, that doesn't count as a 40 face. A 40 face is, did you have a conversation with them? Did you get on a Zoom with them? Did you meet them for a for whatever, getting together with your products? Okay. So for me, in my first 7 days of my business, I got in front of 100 faces in my first 7 days. 100 faces. So here's the thing, my friends. Every day you get to choose. That's what I love so much about network marketing. It doesn't discriminate against age. You have to be 18, against sex, against, your level of education. Now, a lot of us have to transform and become who we're meant to be, which we're going to probably touch on in next podcast that I'm recording, but it's getting in front of at least 40 people is what I teach, but I got in front of 100. So that's how you expand. In fact, I shared my first month story quite a few times. And I'm one of those things that I know in my company, we want to be very, very compliant, and we always want to post and share the earnings statement. And so what the earnings statement is saying, look, what I created is not the norm. It's not the average. I don't want to make any false income claims, but you could look here for what's possible, but I want to what's probable, but I want to share with you what's possible. So for me, in my first month of business, me and my team, and remember, I started off as a team of one, me, when the month started, we created $45,000 in sales that month. Is it typical? No. Is it average? No. Is it possible? Sure. Because I'm not the only one in this industry that has created that. But it did come down to a packed calendar, amazing energy. Obviously, it's tons of sales. It was tons of enrolling people into my business. That's how you expand. But it's also came down to keeping that energy consistent. Like your why and your vision has to be bigger than people's excuses. Because whether they're on your team or not on your team, people are going to have a lot of excuses. So average, okay, you're not average. You're not on a level up podcast to be average. Average allow their excitement to dwindle at the reaction of other people, right? Like if people are like, oh my gosh, no, you're crazy. I know a friend that did that. This doesn't work. It's like, oh, maybe it doesn't work on my network. Yeah, it does. Okay. Yeah, it does. You need to see beyond the excuses of other people and the vision of other people. So number one of the four things, okay, back to the task at hand. Okay. I feel like squirrel here. You build confidence by taking consistent action. So the first thing that we talked about was unstoppable confidence. You don't just wake up one day and be like, I am so confident. Confidence is built with every single presentation, every time you present your business, every time you present your products. Confidence is built with every conversation about your business, your products, whether that's, sharing it with people on your team, sharing your vision, sharing your dreams. With every conversation, your confidence is going to grow, okay? With every goal met. That's why it's so important to set goals. It's like when you hit them, it's like, yes, I crushed it. I did it. I am possible. I can do this. But you're not going to grow confidence by sitting in your home. You're not going to grow confidence by playing it safe. You're not going to grow confidence when we don't set goals because we're so afraid of not achieving them. Where every time you hit a goal, it's like, boom, there's another notch in my belief belt. There's another notch in my confidence, okay? Every single time you earn a bonus that your company's put out, whether that's a bonus, a monetary one, a challenge, a trip, whatever it is, you're going to grow your confidence. Like, wow, I am made for more. I can do this. Every single time you promote somebody in your business, you're going to build your confidence. Confidence is built through consistent action. Confidence is built when you live in your word. Like if you say you're going to do something, do it. Do it. Even if you set a goal and miss it, get back up again. That's how confidence is built. Get back up. Because I'm going to tell you this, in my 18 years of building this business, I have not met every single goal that I have set out. I have fallen. I have spent time in the valleys. And in those valleys, I build resistance and I build confidence. I know that I've got what it takes to get up again. Okay. People are watching you. Confidence is built by getting up and doing it again. Confidence is built by doing what it took to get promoted consistently. So when we grow to a certain level in this business, we're not growing there on skill. We're growing there on will. Like we were willing to do it. We were crazy. We got our crazy on. And all of a sudden we had like the strength of 100 people. We had the vision of 100 people. But then when that title is earned, let me tell you, most people, they bounce back. They bounce back to the behavior of where they were before that level. And so confidence is built by doing what it took. What you did in that time frame to grow, do it again and do it again and do it again. That's how you create the skills. That's how you create the habit. Confidence is built when you stay in the game. Confidence is built when you work on you. Confidence is built when you show yourself what you're made of. You can do this. Confidence isn't about thinking about this. It isn't about worrying. It isn't about scrolling other people's accounts and wondering why they have what you don't. And let's be honest, people, sometimes what you see is not reality. Like they say it's a highlight reel. Sometimes it's an actual reel, right? Sometimes it's a highlight reel. But either way, you are not building your level of confidence comparing yourself to other people. Comparison is the thief of joy. Okay, number 2, unshakable belief. Like unshakable. Like not like, oh my gosh, I think I believe. And oh my gosh, I think I could do it. No. You have to train your mind to know. To know. I remember when I started my business, never did network marketing before, never sold a thing in my life. And I was like, I'm going to be a top earner. I have faith. It's like I knew it. I have faith. And that's why you also don't want to compare journeys. I came in with that level of faith. I don't know why. It was a calm knowing that this is not going to be easy. The road is going to be challenging, but I'm going to do this. Your mind has the ability to take you places that other people only dream about, but you have to believe it. You have to have faith. Faith like you know your name. Unshakable faith breaks barriers. It creates miracles. It changes the game. It attracts incredible people into your business. Most people don't have faith. They're wishing, they're hoping. It takes knowing. Where are you leading yourself in the next 3 months? Decide, draw that line in the sand, make up your mind, and know with all of your heart and all of your soul that you are doing it. Let your team know. Let everyone that you talk to know. People want to join something special. They join passion. They join you. And it comes from having unshakable faith. No looking back. No second guessing. Unwavering faith. You have what it takes inside of you. It takes you believing. It requires having faith in the unseen. Most see what is. Visionaries see what they want. There are thousands of incredible people going to bed at night praying for what we have. They will show up when you believe it, when you know it, when you feel it. Belief has a sound. It has an energy. People will join your belief. Your business will be as big as your belief and your unwavering faith. Number 3, extraordinary effort. I am going to stress the word extraordinary effort. And we've used this term several times on a podcast because people think effort is like, let me just give it a little bit. Let me give it a whirl. Let me see where it goes in the next week. People, this industry is so rewarding. There is a lot of money to be made in this profession. You can go see the earnings statement for every company that's out there, and you will see what's average. But I am always going to be the voice of possibility, right? In my company, you have an opportunity to earn a bonus towards a car allowance. I created that in 2.5 months. And grew to the top of my company in 6 months, okay? It was not talent. It was effort over an extended period of time, effort in my conversations, effort in my activity, effort in growing my level of urgency, effort in goal setting, effort in knowing the presentation, effort in enrolling, effort in selling the dream, effort in building with. I was a beast. Success at that level requires that. Don't avoid the hustle because the grind is the best. It's where the magic happens. I practiced. I put in effort. When you apply effort, you get to see what you're made of. 99% of people will not put in that level of effort. It's as simple as that. Everyone wants success. They fall in love with the possibility. The average network marketer talks to about 10 people, if that, when they start a business or about their products, about the business. And if they don't get the response that they want, they shy away. It takes more than that. That is the decision piece of it. Deciding to make it happen, regardless of the opinions of others, regardless of who quits. Number 4, bulletproof mindset. This is a business of the mind. It's up to us to mind our mind. The only thing in life that we have 100% control over is our thoughts. So we've all heard this. Whether you think you can or whether you think you can't, you're right. You're right. I believed that I could. I believed that I could. And so what happens, because I believed that I could, I take the actions. I took the actions like I already did. Do you believe that you can? Because if you don't believe that you can, that's where it begins, my friends. If you don't believe you can, you're never going to go out on a skinny branch. You're never going to do the actions required because your mind and your body's always say, wait, danger. Wait. What if you put all this effort and it doesn't happen? Nothing is more powerful than a made-up mind, a mindset of gratitude, a mindset of winning, a mindset of achieving your goals, a mindset of abundance, a mindset of belief. Success takes a made-up mind. Life is always going to happen. There's going to be great things. Great things. My daughter is planning a wedding right now. It's a great thing. Then there's going to be really hard things. So building this business takes discipline. It's never going to be the right time. It is time to turn up the heat. The network marketing industry is a gold mine, but it comes down to how you treat it and how you work it. If you want it to be a little, great. There's a place for you in this industry, but I am always going to be the voice of possibility. Growth is uncomfortable. It's painful, but I'm going to ask you, is your life worth it? Is showing your team and the ones sitting on the fence that are watching you worth it? Is your family worth it? Know that you have the best products and the best opportunity on the planet. You need to know that. You need to believe that. Know and decide that you're going to have the biggest 3 months in your business. You know, when I use this, when you're sharing this with other people, I use this analogy so often. People are like, are you afraid to be pushy? No. Okay. Let's talk about the chocolate cake analogy. I have a piece of chocolate cake, or you have a piece of chocolate cake, let's say. Okay. And you're like, Deb, try this cake. Try this cake. And I'm like, no, like, especially this week. I'm like, I can't. I'm going next week. I'm going to Sofia. I'm going to talk at the mastermind event. I'm going to be on a world stage. I can't eat the chocolate cake. You're going to see the chocolate cake in my dress. Okay. And then you're like, no, you got to have the dress. You got to have the dress. You got to have the cake. You got to have the cake. You got to have the cake. And eventually I had the cake. Why do I have the cake? Because you believe it's so good that I've got to eat that cake. Now, as much as I did not want to eat the cake, when I get up from that, chances are I'm not going to say, can you believe her or him? He made me eat that cake when I told him I'm going to Sofia and I'm talking on the world stage. You need to have that level of belief. And we're not forcing the business down the throats of other people, okay? But when you believe you have something so delicious and so special and so awesome, another analogy I give all the time is like, let's just say, people are like, when do you stop calling? And I talk about this scenario all the time. I called one person 30 days in a row, and it's actually built one of the largest teams I have in my business. I called her 30 days in a row. And during those 30 days, most people are like, well, maybe she's not interested. Or maybe she thinks you're crazy. Or maybe she's ignoring you. I'm like, maybe she's dead. Why wouldn't she call me back? That's how the level of worth that I believe my opportunity has. Okay. Not that I wish death on anybody. I'm like, something serious must have happened if she didn't call me back. Never once did it dawn on me that she was ignoring me. Never once. And so what happened is she did call me back 3 months later. It turns out she was on a vacation in Italy and literally just got all my voice texts, because back in the day I was calling on a house phone. Okay. But my point is, the analogy I give all the time is, let's just say you play the lottery. Okay. I don't play the lottery. And most people that play the lottery, they're not out there crushing it in business. They're hoping to win the lottery. And you need to beat your own lottery ticket. Okay. But let's say I'm playing the lottery with it's you and your best friend. You play the lottery and you play every single week. And then this week you're not with your friend. And when the numbers get read off, you're always with your friend. And this week you're not with your friend. But all of a sudden the numbers come in and it's your birthday, it's her birthday, it's her husband's birthday. It's like, it's all the numbers that she normally chooses. And you're like, she's not here. I got to tell her. She just won whatever. And you're calling her and you're calling her. Like, when would you stop calling her? Would you be like, you know what? I called her 4 times. She must not be interested in the winnings she's going to get. So I'm not going to call her back. So that's the way I feel about my opportunity. Like, I'm not going to be pushy, but I constantly bring it up to and consistently bring it up to the people that I think this would be amazing for. Because my fear, which I've said to you all, is not hearing the word no. My fear is somebody saying, why didn't you really let me know how big this is? How big this is? Because I didn't understand. Okay. So, and another thing that I always want to leave you with, I have a lot of different companies that listen to this podcast, but you might be on this podcast and be like, wow, I'm not in the network marketing profession. You need to get in touch with me. Message me, DM me. I want to work with you. I want to help you build the life that you're looking for. I love bringing new leaders into my business and working directly with them. Okay. So every single one of you, these 4 things that we went over today, you have it in you. It's time to truly level up. I believe in you, friends.